Welcome to the back pew. I remember watching an old Western movie some years back. It was one of those where there was this older gunslinger. The story centered in on this character. He had built up an unbelievable reputation. He was the best gunslinger in the West, and everybody knew it. Everybody knew his name, his reputation. There were some who cowered from him, and others who wanted to know him. Well, the story had something to do with he wanted to get out of his reputation. And I don't remember the exact quote, but I remember him saying that there was something about that people always had a target on his back. People were always trying to prove something by knocking him out of that top position. I think that probably reflects a lot of how we live in the world. We live in a dog-eat-dog world. We live in a culture that encourages us to have the biggest and the best and to be the biggest and the best. We sometimes make fun of when people aren't that because we'll call them a loser. No, there's underlying tones here that make it very clear that we've got to be the best. It's about power and status. Yet Jesus calls us to a way of life, into a way of life, for a way of life that's very different. It's the way of the cross. And Jesus out and out tells us we are called to be servants to others. If anyone wants to be first, let him be servant of all. For the first shall be last, and the last shall be first. That's the Christian life. What's that look like, though, for you in your real life? In your everyday living? What is that looking like? Here's the reality. The Christian way of life is a call to servanthood, a way of acting and being in the world. It's giving up all of our threads of ideas about dominance. It's giving up and giving away our claims of power. It's giving up our concern about status. And it is giving up every shred of privilege. It's about seeing each and every human being and the creation as that which we are servant to. Servant to care about, to love, to embrace. How's that going in your life? What does that look like in real life? It's what we're going to be talking about this week at First Lutheran Church Galveston. Saturday 5:30 or Sunday 10 o'clock. Remember, we are in the parish hall because of the construction stuff happening in our sanctuary. Also remember, Saturday 12 noon, Feed Galveston in the Lyceum. Have a blessed rest of your week and think about how you're living as a servant to all.